What's going on, my good people? Just out on my walk, legs stiffening up. I did a whole bunch of squats today, so gotta be cognizant. I ain't drunk enough water because my legs feel like they about to go on a good old lockup. And I don't need that while I'm on my walk, so I gotta keep it moving. What I want to talk about today is, man, having the faith of a mustard seed. Having an idea that people don't believe in at first as an overall concept, and you having to keep the faith about your idea, your little baby or whatever to say. Like keeping that thing alive, keeping that torch alive. So I started a business in 2019. And it was based off my grandmother's recipe, right? And it has been hard, dog. I would not tell people that this is easy. Like, you go through the ups and the downs, man, but you got this dream, this little light of mine. Bro, don't nobody be believing like you. When you be sitting up in your house, coming up with these concepts and coming up with these ideas and coming up with how to get your packaging different, how to grow your company. People don't see that. People do not see that, man. People don't see when, like, some weeks you might sell 600 this weekend, $600 worth of product this weekend, and then the next 2 weeks you don't sell nothing. And you got to kind of be okay with that. But this is the game. You just got to keep your faith because you have this little idea that can grow into something. Well, let's walk here something else. Something else. How y'all doing?
Yeah, you doing? You mean the one by Spring High School? No.
But you got this dream. You got this dream and you see it as $1 million idea, man. It's your $1 million baby. You work with this thing. You slept with it. You woke up with it. Late nights, early mornings. It was you. Wasn't nobody believing like you. Didn't nobody really believe. But when you keep going and you keep pressing on and you keep making little tiny increments and steps, this little mustard seed starts sprouting over the soil. And that's when everybody can see it. Don't nobody care about the mustard seed when it's in the ground. Can't nobody see what you're planting. But when it sprout, and people say, oh, you starting to get some growth out there. Everybody starts seeing you more visible. That's what it is, man. But didn't nobody see you shooting in the gym? Didn't nobody see you last December waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to get orders out by 10? Didn't nobody see this? When you had to mail off 30, 40 packages, you had to get all your stickers. Like, for people to get my product, it's not just the product itself, it's everything that goes around the product. So you got bags, you got stickers, you got individual bags. People might want their product to a bag. I have to accommodate that as well. Some people want 3 to a bag, some people want 4 to a bag. I have to accommodate that as well. And so while I'm accommodating, all this is costing money. When you deliver, when you do all those things, it takes away time that you could be building your recipe, building your product. So it's not just the product itself, it's everything that goes around the product that makes the product great. What I was noticing with a lot of black businesses was it was the attention to the presentation. When you present something that is visually appealing and then it also tastes good, this is two factors that can help grow your business tremendously fast. Like, tremendously fast. Because You know, sometimes the black community, man, we have a good product, but our presentation might not be there. So those are two things I want to focus on. I want you to taste my product, which is tea cakes. I want you to taste my product. Then I want you to look at the packaging after you taste it, because it tastes so good. You say, damn, this guy really put some effort into it. When you come into the space, I want the space to be inviting. Now, some more things I would love to add to the space, you know, to make it more my own. But right now in the beginning, when you're starting out and, you know, say you're starting to sprout above that soil, this is your first visibility, so to speak. And so someone gave me an opportunity, my mentors, they gave me an opportunity to be inside of their bakery. So I take this opportunity, man, and I use it. And I use it, I use it, I use it. Until I'm able to get my own. Just using the faith of a mustard seed, man, I remember how it started in 2019, like the struggles we went through in 2020. The inflation that almost killed my business in 21 and 22. All of these things mattered. All of it mattered. All of it mattered. Like, we survived what was probably some of the worst inflation since the 70s. A lot of people went out of business because, I mean, right now you can go to the store and buy a box of eggs for $5.33. But last year, that was not the case. That same box of eggs was $25. So you had to make a command decision. Do I raise my prices? And then the thing is, sometimes your customer's not gonna understand you raising your prices. So for me, I said, I'm gonna take less money. I'm gonna take less money. I'm still gonna produce this product, but I'm gonna take less money. Bring it in, I'm gonna take less money. So that was a opportunity cost that I was willing to take to keep my customer, because I know I have a product that is a delicacy. It's not something that you would want to have every day, but it's a delicacy. So it's a holiday type deal. It's a nostalgia type deal. So I understand my product. I know who to market my product to. This is everything that you're learning while you put this mustard seed in the ground and you're waiting for it to grow. This is everything. This is like watering your mustard seeds. You putting compost down. You doing everything. You got the faith of a mustard seed. But don't nobody else see it like you see it. So that's why you got to keep nailing it down. You got to keep posting. You got to keep putting on for yourself, just to let people know that, hey, man, I'm still working. This mustard seed, y'all gonna get to watch it. You get to watch my baby grow right in front of your eyes. It's like me watching all of the people that I graduated from high school with. Their kids are graduating from college now. Some of the people that I graduated from college almost 16 years ago. And some of my friends, their kids are graduating college. So they grew this baby from a seed to something, a child, a grown young adult that is now graduating from high school, some from college. And that's what my business is. That's what Good Tea Cakes is. Like, we started with the faith of a mustard seed, but we're growing something. We're growing a baby. And I believe when we hit 18 years old, we're gonna graduate to another level. And so this is our first little elementary graduation. You know, when you graduate from preschool and all the other stuff, and then you go into, you know, real school with real kids. This is what we're doing. Like, we just graduated kindergarten and we headed over to elementary school now. So you ain't getting picked up at 12 no more. Like, I used to could take orders throughout the week and only work on Fridays and Saturdays. No more of that. No, now you got to work from Friday to Saturday. And then with Saturday over, you might have to come on Sunday. You might have to come on Monday to get ahead of the week. So now you're working more days. You're putting more wear and tear on your body, man, to develop this seed, to grow your baby into something that everybody across the world appreciates, everybody across the nation appreciates. And it's a lot of work, man, because you're coming up with these processes and these systems on your own. Until you can afford to bring somebody in to help you with your process and your systems, you are on your own, and you get to see how this thing works efficiently. You get to see what works and what does not work. You get to do that. So yeah, man, we just opened up our first location, and it's my introduction, man, just giving you what it takes to grow something into something. Like hearing that Crumble started in 2017 and now they're $1 billion business brings back to the frame of mind where I started, and I say, okay, I can see that in mind for myself. I don't have to be mad at Crumble. I'm not even in their lane, but I see that for myself. I see that for my business. But you gotta have first the faith of a mustard seed. Ain't nobody gonna believe you. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious. People gonna think, oh, it's just a little novelty item he sell on the weekends, or she sell on the weekends. No, this your baby. You're growing this thing into something that people ain't never even saw before. So you gotta be careful with your baby. You gotta be protective of your baby. You gotta, work hard for your baby. Early night, sometimes your baby gonna wake you up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes your baby gonna, throw up on itself, and you gotta clean it up. This goes all into it. So be cognizant of that when you are building your business, man. Be patient with yourself. Hell, you don't know everything. You learn everything on the spot. You learn everything about your baby on the spot. When things break down, you learning how to fix things about your baby. Like, you feel extremely, like, man, you got to get crafty about your baby, man. You got to learn your baby in and out. So when somebody come along, they be like, shit, I know my baby. That's how it is. But again, you got to have the faith of a mustard seed.